Hello everybody, welcome to Fridays with FWFSFR2. My name is Gabe Logan, and we are going to be playing Banished. It's a game I reviewed on the last show, and I'm going to play it now. It's going to be awesome, I guess. New game. I usually play on hard, but this moment I will play it on medium, because a lot of people will start on medium, and I kind of want this to be sort of a... what is it called? When you show people how to, like, your moves, and I don't know. It's a dance-off. Playing the feud. Town name. Shuniville. Yes. After the late, great Shuni. Of course. You know, all hail the master. Let's go! I'll edit that one out. It's not gonna make it. It's not gonna make it. Alright, so here is the world. How do you like it? Is it good? Is it lovely? Is it fine? Alright, so what I like to do is get a lay of the land a little bit. White. So this stream sucks. You're not going to get that much fish from it. However, this thing here is a little bit better. And it actually empties into a bigger stream. So we're going to actually build towards here. But first things first, let's get some resources. And I always keep this window open. However, my little recording thing is right there, so I'm going to move it down so I can see. So we got 120, 120, so we're going to get some stone. I want to get stone. Yeah. Alright, so, hey, this is actually quite nice. This is good mine. Alright, so we're going to start in on kind of facilitating a little bit of food, because food is important. I like to do the old gatherer forest thing, even though it's not a lot. We will attempt to do it here. And then we will put the forester, which is shoot right here. Now this little item here, this little unit, building, I guess it would be a building, is not good for much, but it does facilitate the growth of trees, which is always lovely. So I like to place it right... Why is it snowing in late early spring? Doesn't make sense. I'm going to put it right next to the gatherers. That way, you know, tree growth, gatherers gather from the trees. So I also like to do like little bit here and a little bit here. That way I know they're being built. But first we're going to set some builders. We're going to set probably some fours. 4 builders? Sounds about right. Okay. Alright, so we got that going. Importance. But the main goal is to kind of set yourself up for the winter, which is a pain in the ass early on. Not so much on medium, but it's still something to prepare for. So I'm going to get some fish here. This is going to be awkward, but we're going to do it. Right. And then we're going to build housing around here. And I wish my storage was right here, but it's not. So. And yes, I could have built it over here, but this is really a weak stream. It's very shallow and it doesn't yield that much fish. But you can do it. It's just I prefer something with a little bit more depth. Alright, so when these things get built, we will start making housing. I don't understand why it's snowing, but you know, whatever. There, now it's not snowing anymore. Alright, so this is going to be built first, and then we'll put housing near it. That way they don't have to, like, not walk to the ends of the earth to get somewhere. Although they do have to here. That there makes me angry. Alright, so that is built. We're going to facilitate 2 workers there to get that going. And we are going to put a road, because they travel faster on the road. I mean, wouldn't you? Yeah. Kind of. That's totally what I wanted. Right there. Beautiful. Okay, now we'll put some housing down. I'm thinking 2 maybe. Right here. Now I use the WASD to move around, Q and E to rotate, T and I think R to rotate the building of builtness. Just for your information, I guess. And we're gonna build another freaking road right here. I can't see because of the trees. But I'm gonna guess. Oh, I guess. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that sexiness. Oh, it's not sexy. It's not sexy at all. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix it. There we go. No. What am I doing? No. Okay, hang on. Right here. No. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, we gotta start digging out some stuff. So let's do this bit and tell them to stop doing this bit, which I think they're done, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so the buildings that you need to survive the winter: food, gatherer's hut, hunting lodge, and fish. Fish is always good. Hunting lodge is better, and so is gatherers when things start growing better. I got a pretty good growth here, so it'll do. But the main one is firewood, woodcutter, which you kind of want to put near here, so I'm going to put those buildings here. Now woodcutter, tailor, and a blacksmith, those 3 buildings are kind of like one hits. You know, you use them until you can't anymore. Your stock is full. And then eventually you use those items to get your marketplace going and trade for some good stuff like cattle and seeds and stuff. And then from seeds you make ale and get everybody drunk and everybody becomes happy and you win the game. But I digress. We're continuing on. I'm going to accelerate time just a little bit. All the way. God dang it. 2! Alright, what is our stock of peeps? 1. Okay, so we're gonna... I like to keep 2 laborers out, because laborers tend to do most of the work. Workers, the builders kind of just... I gotta wait until they give me the stuff. Alright, so I got 2 houses here. I'm gonna put another series of houses... here? Maybe? Maybe. I don't know. I think I will. No. Yeah, I'll put some here. Alright, so I'm going to say probably 5 houses I need to start out. Now you can stunt growth by just keeping housing low. That is kind of a trick to keep your stockpile high for a little bit until you get a boom in population, and then you can just rush build everything. It's a strategy, but it's kind of risky because you run the risk of all of a sudden your food is gone in a matter of months, and that's probably not a good thing. So. Food is good, apparently. Just saying. So is ice cream. That's also good. And freaking potatoes. Potatoes! Oh my god! They're going down! Yeah, I will probably build another food hut thingamajigger here. And you try to keep a little bit of, I want to call it variety, just to keep the happiness up a little bit. Actually, I think that's the health. That's the health. This is the happiness. Happiness is a good thing. Can't really see what housing I have here. Oh, let's put this up here. Put this up here. And I love the way the windows work. I like to keep this window open, but I like to put my housing here, especially when I'm trying to grow the population, because the more houses you build, the more single set families live in them, and apparently when you're alone with a female, things tend to happen. You know, pure male, female, male. It's the birds and the bees. Ask your mom and dad. You know, they'll explain it to you. I'm not going to because it would be gross and weird, and I already got that conversation coming. So it's not gonna happen with you people. Sorry. We getting any fish? We're not getting any fish. Ugh. Ugh. And fishing kind of doesn't help during the winter months. So, just a heads up. Now I kind of like to keep like sort of an alleyway between 4 houses. I don't know, that's just me, my personal preference. But I find that a grouping of 4, really facilitates sort of a congruent community. I don't think I said congruent enough. But it helps with like schooling. Like I plan to put a school here, and if they're in groups of 4, it kind of makes it easier for the kids to A, go to school, and B, leave so that they can become workers, and yeah, that's good for everybody. But I think this will be the last house because that one is kind of, you know, male, female, child, so that's good. I think this will be the last home for a little bit. Actually, I might build another one. Just to complete my row of 4s. We'll put that there. Whoop! I didn't put faster. And then I'm gonna put a roadness. And then I will probably connect. Oh yeah! I think we got more children. More children! Yeah, I think 2 more houses and I'll be good. So we are still needing to clear this out. I need trees and stone more than iron. I mean, iron's a big part, don't get me wrong, but not at first. You want to get a blacksmith going before you do iron. I mean, if you got a large deposit of iron, you've got time on your hands, you can go for it. Be my guess. But stone and wood is basically the bread and butter right now. But see, all this stuff here, it's hindering growth for this forester. It won't let trees grow in that patch. So I'm going to actually clear that out. Not now, because my resources are a bit dwindling, but eventually I plan to. See if we're getting fish. We're getting fish. Okay. Alright, so hunting lodge, I'm going to do just 1. Hunting is pretty good, especially in the winter, because I think it yields more than really any, besides the gatherer hut. You get 1 of them, you're set. You do this little setup here with the forester lodge and a gatherer's hut directly next to each other, you got food for days, especially when all these little patches of grass grow into trees. And this is saying firewood is low. Okay, so it's late summer. We're actually doing not bad. We're going to set ourselves to build a woodcutter. Now we want to place this next to the stockpile, so I'm going to place it right next to the stockpile. Well, let me do something real quick, because the next one you want to build is actually a tailor. But I want to make sure that my school fits where I want it, and it will. So right there is where my school will be. And I can actually place it and pause the build. So that's kind of a placeholder. It's kind of cool. Get forest lodge. Sorry, woodcutter. See, they're frozen and starving, so it's not a bad thing. Alright. And then we're going to shift priority. That increases priority right here. Okay. I really hate having the fishmongers out that far. Fish catchers. The fishermen! Oh, they're so far away from the stocks. I'm almost tempted to just build a storage facility right here. Kind of want to. like disassemble this and put it right here. I kind of want to do that. Or just build another one. I think I will just build. It's a little bit of a stupidness, but by God, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it sideways so we can actually get to it in both places. So, it's not necessary, but I don't like the way this guy has to travel all the way up here to dump food in. It doesn't get eaten quick enough. Wouldn't have to worry about that if I built a marketplace, but to facilitate my early game, I'm going to do it. Alright, so woodcutter. Start cutting wood. And really these are only single servings. He's going to cut until 200 units, and then he's done. So, the leaves have fallen. These guys aren't going to collect that much food anymore. They might collect some scraps, but it's really on the fishing and the hunting. So, I'm going to take this down to 2 and put this one up to 2. Usually autumn, winter, that's when it hits. Usually. Here we come. Alright, so what do we got? Reserve of food is low. That's not cool. We're gonna have some meager times in winter. It's okay though. I think my guys can survive. Kinda just have to sit back and watch on the winters. They don't really like to go out much. Unless you get hide clothing, and then we're cool. And yeah, that's gonna fluctuate. We won't actually get to 0, but we will definitely be on teetering the edge. Like I said, it's gonna be a meager winter. So really all you can do now in the first winter is keep your logs up, keep your stone up, so you can build a church, or not church, a school. Sorry, school, so you can get some of these kids into school, and the more education they have, the better of workers, like in real life. Alright, so we survived the winter. No deaths. See? That's how you do it. Okay. So we are getting a little low on stored tools. Now, it's just like the woodcutter, the tailor, and all that. It's better to use them as single sets. And we have leather. So I'm thinking I'll put the tailor here. The blacksmith, I believe, will go here because the stockpile is there. And the stockpile is 60% full. So we got a ton of iron coming in. I think we should get a blacksmith in here. Oh, can't place location here, huh? What about sideways? Yeah, we'll do that. That'd be cool. It'll like turn the road. That'd be great. See, so he has maxed out his production limit, so we actually take him away. And he can be a blacksmith or something. You generally have one laborer at the early, like hopping between, you know, a woodcutter, a blacksmith, a tailor, and another one. Another one. What is the other one? There's another one, I'm sure. Blacksmith, tailor. I think that's it. Blacksmith, tailor, woodcutter. That's pretty much it. I'm sure there's another one I'm forgetting, but it's generally one person early on. But then when you get a market, a trading post in a marketplace, you can sort of pull some of the firewood, and firewood just, it's ungodly how much trade-in value you get from those. But firewood can definitely help you get some new stuff by a trader. Stop it! Dang it, I didn't mean to do that. I want to take this tree out. These trees, take them out. And I'm doing that because this area here is going to be growth. So I can take anything outside the circle. I can take this, but this is my control. So not only can, this is my control, which is close to gatherers, but that way the gatherer always has something to gather from, and the woodcutter kind of, if things get bad, I can tell them to stop planting and start cutting, and just like pump this up all the way to 4, even make it 5 or 6. But that's why I do it, and I generally build in the circle. And if I extend the circle, if I extend the build of the circle, then I build another forester, build in the circle, go into another forester, build a circle. And I generally use this forester gatherer tactic to keep food and resources. But we're gonna have to start getting the schoolhouse built, because we got a lot of children, and some of those children are ready to go to school. And it's important to educate your people because they become better workers. But the big problem coming up is probably going to be tools, because we'll go through those 15 tools in this year, guaranteed. Alright, and I always keep a teacher on hand, even if there's no students. It's just something you don't worry about, but it's extremely important to have one. And apparently where food is low, yeah. Food, yeah, food is low. I think we're getting a population boom. That's kind of why it's low. So let's see what kind of people we... Oh wait, yeah, we have a population boom. I think I built one too many houses. It's cool though. We'll just use the boom. What is it? Food is low. Man. This is not cool. Of course, I just assigned those additional people. I don't expect immediate results, but I do expect results eventually. Alright, so this guy is good. We're going to assign 1 to it, and he's going to bounce back and forth. See how many leather we have. Leather 8. I like to get around 12. Yeah, we still have some hide coats, so it's still good. But that is the next project. And then after that, you can get a market, and a trading post, and just sky's the limit, buddy. But yeah, that's why I have a food shortage. I built one too many houses. They're not all like stacked in there. So I'm going to do that one strategy where I keep my population down a little bit until everything kind of equalizes, and then I will build an additional house, have more people spread themselves, and in both senses. See, it kind of spreads itself. You kind of want to build with nature. I definitely use the trees as a means of, like, I build in these confines and then move on. That way I don't keep these forester lodges to intersect one another, because if you have like a circle intersecting another circle, you'll have a dead spot, basically. It's not fun. You have a big old dead spot. A big old hole. It's not cool. Now, eventually we're going to have to build another stockpile. It might be a bit premature to do it now, but I'm going to probably put it here. Probably here. Yeah, probably here. But you kind of want to keep room for future projects. Like, I cleared out this huge space here, and I plan to use it as either, if I get a good trade on my trading post for like cattle and such, I'll put cattle and pastures here, orchards, farms, and stuff of that nature. However, if I don't get a good trade, I will use it as a means to collect stone. This mountain here is going to be a mine, and once you get coal, firewood becomes kind of iffy, unless you're building steel tools, which really does help, but early on it doesn't do much good. But they do sell for a lot. But what I do early on is build a mine, use the iron I take from the mine, get this guy to build like tools and tools and tools, and then have my trading post take the excess and then have a good stock there, and then I trade that for other things. Here comes the snow. How much leather do we got? 16. Okay, so let's build the tailor. And we will build the tailor here. right smack dab close to it. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Up. There we go. We only have one builder, so it will take some time. But once you get a good set of hide clothing, people start working in the winter more. So they're not always indoors. So you have hunters that get more food and all that stuff. But this is going to be the last winter I present to you on this video. So once I survive this winter, I'll quit out. And hopefully my tips and tricks help you. What? Firewood. Okay, so I think we got an extra guy. Do we not? Yeah, we do. Get the firewood guy going. I think we're 0. But it's okay because we've gathered enough logs to choke a camel. It's true. Reserve fire, reserve food. I regret building that additional house, but had to happen. Plus all these trees have died. Alright, so this guy has exceeded his limit. Production limit. So we're going to take him out, put him someplace else. And I think we've maxed out gatherers, so we'll put hunting. We've maxed out hunting. Let's put him in fishing. Maxed out fishing. Even though that doesn't really help. Okay, so this guy has exceeded his production limit. Take him off. Keep an eye on this, because it's still kind of late winter. But I think we have enough firewood to keep everybody warm. And see, we won't use the tailor for a long time. And see, we're kind of pulling out of the winter, early spring, and everything kind of equalizes. So, there is that. Make it a good one. Build this tailor out. That was a quick snow. See, now we're going to get a whole lot of gatherers. Gathering material. So that's going to be good. These are fresh trees. They're just grown. We're going to get more over here and just it's going to be good. It's going to be good.